Very good morning, students. Welcome back. Today we are going to study the last module, that is module 5, in which we are going to study different communication protocol for WSN. Let's start with the first part of module 5, that is physical layer and transceiver design considerations. Especially when you're talking about the communication between any neighboring nodes, it has to start with the physical layer. So that's why here the some of the most crucial points influencing physical layer design, those are low power consumptions and consequently small transmit power and small transmission range, low duty cycle. Most hardware should be switched off. That's why duty cycle is very low. Comparatively low data rates, it starts from 10 to 100 kbps. Low implementation complexity and cost. Low degree of mobility. A small form factor for overall node. Here we have to study the energy usage profile. The choice of a small transmit power leads to an energy consumption profile different from other wireless devices like cell phones. If you consider the wireless sensor network, here most of the time we have to utilize energy efficiently and effectively. Even for transmitting a packet, even receiving a packet, what kind of energy consumption is there, especially for startup energy and startup time for each node. It's very important to calculate the consumption energy for that particular event. Then we have to look at choice of modulation scheme also. This is also very important crucial points. Several factors have to be balanced here: the required and desired data rates and symbol rates, the implementation complexity, the relationship between radiated power and target BER, that is bit error rate, what type of modulation schemes you are adopting for this particular wireless sensor applications. All these points has to be considered. Then based on the modulation scheme like QPSK, BPSK, will find a different parameters. Okay, so next one is dynamic modulation schemes. So here we have to study the different schemes, which is in which the modulation will vary. So it has to adjust on its own. That's why the name dynamic modulation scheme. Then very important thing is antenna considerations. The desired small form factor for overall sensor node restricts the size and number of antennas, because here the node size itself, the wireless sensor node size itself is very small. So its design of size as well as number of antenna is going to be very small and it is restricted. So here we have to see the which type of antenna we have to go, then again which frequency it works, then so many things. Okay, so we have to consider the placement or location of that particular antenna. All these things we have to consider for this point, that is antenna consideration. Now after studying the physical layer, then we have to study the important thing is MAC protocols, media access control protocol. What exactly MAC protocol? Controlling when to send a packet, when to listen for a packet, especially idly waiting waste use amount of energy. Okay, so this one is suitable to mobile as well as wireless network, emphasizes energy efficient operations, all these things. Then media access in wireless network is difficult mainly because of impossible to send and receive at the same time. This is very important. So many things has to be collide. Interference situation at receiver is what counts for transmission success, but can be very different. High error rates requirement as usual, high throughput, low overhead, low error rates. Then very important thing is energy problems. Energy problems is nothing but collision, wasted effort when two packets collide. So suppose if two nodes are wants to send their respective data, if both start at the same time, if they collide at the mid of the transmission, then it is a waste. So collision, if collision is there, then the successful transition will not occur. So that's why it is waste of transmission. Then overhearing is nothing but waste effort in receiving a packet destined for another node, different node. See, if that packet is, the destination address of that packet is for different node, you cannot expect the same packet to come, and even you cannot wait for that packet to come, because it is not belongs to you. So that we call it as a overhearing. Idle listening, sitting idly and trying to receive when nobody is sending. So simply waste of time. Then protocol overhead is also there. Now look at the some different classification of MAC protocol. So MAC protocol is basically classified into two, that is the centralized and distributed. What do you mean by centralized? Again, in the centralized, schedule based and contention based. Even in distributed also schedule based and contention based. Even in both fixed assignment and demand assignment, these are the types of schedule based. Here also in the distributed we have fixed assignment and demand assignment. Let's see what exactly the centralized medium access. So here we have a central station control when a node may access the medium. Okay, so someone has to take care of the communication between neighbor nodes, and here the collision is totally eliminated, because someone is taking care of the communication. So that's why whenever he gives the authority to start the communication, then only neighbor node will start. So that's why the two node cannot start at the same time. So that's why no collision is here. So not directly feasible for non-trivial wireless network size. So again, here the so many things, and someone has to take care, that is centralized medium access. Some node, some central station will control the communication. Whereas in the scheduled and contention based, schedule is nothing but schedule exists regulating which principal participant may use which resource at which time. Schedule, in the sense, you studied in the earlier semester that scheduling is nothing but which station or which node has to utilize or access the resource at which time. That is called schedule based. Then contention based, risk of colliding packet is deliberately taken. Then there is a hope coordination overhead can be saved, mechanism to handle reduced probability, then usually randomization used window. Okay, so somehow, so here randomization is used. Then the main concept, that is low duty cycle protocol and wake up concepts. Here you are seeing the diagram where we have two things to study. One is wake up period, another one is listen period. Okay, so here also sleep period. So wake up period, we call it this as a periodic wake up schemes. So in the sense, we have one wake up period here, second wake up period. We can also say that sleep period plus listen period, it's a combination of sleep period and listen period, what we call it as a wake up period. Okay, so here the duty cycle is low. So duty cycle, the equation for duty cycle is, it's a ratio of listen period length to wake up period length. So from the diagram we come to know that the listen period is very very less and wake up period is very very high. So that's why duty cycle is very very low. So this is very very important. Why we call it as a low duty cycle protocol? Because listen period is very very small compared to the low wake up period length. So that's why the ratio is very very small. So that's why the name low duty. So here wake up period, because in order to utilize the energy for each node in the wireless sensor network, we have to follow periodic wake up period. So in the wake up period we have sleep period and small listen period. If any packet is transmitting in this period, or any packet is coming to this one, then it will move to the idle. Otherwise no packet is coming to this particular node in this particular period, then it will move to again wake up. So again it goes back to the listen period. So if nothing, no activity is there for that particular node, after completing that period, listen period duration, it will move to the sleep period. Then the first protocol we got as a sparse topology and energy management. Overall, the abbreviation is STEM protocol. So STEM protocol is basically, again, it has two channel. Okay, so from the diagram you come to know the first channel is wake up channel. Here we have the wake up channel which has got periodic wake up period. As we know, the wake up period is also a combination of sleep period as well as listen period. So this is the wake up channel, and data channel where we have data to transmit from the node. Okay, so basically the STEM protocol is, it's providing solution to idle listening problem. So in the every activity we have two state: monitor state, in which nodes idle, it doesn't do anything, so nodes are idle and do nothing, whereas in the transfer state nodes exhibit sensing and communication. So here this will, this protocol which will give the solution to this monitor state, try to provide solution idle listening problem. So here STEM tries to eliminate the idle listening in monitor state and provide fast transition in transfer state. So this is the main important concept of STEM. Okay, so in this class we studied only the design consideration for physical layer, transceiver design, then MAC protocol we started. In that again we studied the first protocol, STEM protocol. In the later, in the future classes we see so many SMAC, okay, sensor MAC, then leech, then so many protocols we have to study. Thank you.